Yeah. Shoot.
We have one radio professional on here, so I guess that's the closest we have to an influencer. So,
yeah, right.
Mutt,
Please.
shoot, man, give
I
us
think
a give
I
us a.
think Barry's biggest influence on social media when it comes to racing these days. Like I get the pushback. It's not the biggest deal in the world that you have this Instagram influencer sort of promoting it, but it's the idea that you have this huge group of horse players that feel super neglected, right? From takeout to computer play to lack of rebates, the way you're treated as a customer, to like I get down the list, like you feel like you've been shafted for day after day, month after month, year after year, and you get to this big race day and you're excited about it, and you see that this company is spending money on this rather than a way to improve the game. So I understand that they think they're doing the right thing, but they can't be surprised. And if horse players should not feel guilty at all about sort of wondering, is this really what the executives of the sport that I'm putting my time and blood, sweat, and tears into? This is what they care about, like DJs and like this is the focus here. When we all know, and this show in particular spends a couple hours a week talking about it, there are some legit issues that are not made better by approaching it the way that it's approached on big racing days, whether it's Derby Day, whether it's Pegasus Day, Breeders' Cup, like just the approach of some of the people involved. It ain't for it's not for us, boys. It is not made for us. But I guess it's okay, but I totally understand the pushback and wondering, do they know what they're doing if they think this is what they should spend big money on with the sport?
Well, what I find glaring in this whole thing is that if you look at how the Pegasus was promoted, and racing in general, to the general public, people that aren't lifers like we are, or people that play frequently or really understand the game, I think the industry has a problem with coming to grips with it, that it's a gambling game, and don't want to promote it as such. If they do that, it would change a lot and probably attract more people. But none of the ads for the Pegasus accentuated any kind of betting at all. It was all fashion and music, which is fine. And I think there's a place for that, but, and I said this to Chuck this weekend, I said, you just can't lead with that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's slowing things down. And I feel like that's how people kind of took the TikTok lady, just piled on top of the fashion and everything else, but kind of didn't, she wasn't out there. Well, apparently she lost some money.
You see that? She lost some more money, hit the ATM, lost some more money. Like
right.
we've all been there, but they're promoting it that way.
But it's hard to, it doesn't seem like the contract they had with, she had with the track included her doing things to promote the game. It was to promote the event. If she was brought into the promote, gambling and all that, that's one thing, but I don't think that's what she was brought in to do. And if they wanted her to do it, they would have made those ground rules pretty clear, I would think. But this is racing, so.
Yeah, I agree with both you guys. And I said in the piece that I wrote, it's not up to us to tell people how to spend their money. If a guy wants to buy $1 million yearling, you know what? That's his prerogative. If you want to put in a $3,000 ticket on a jackpot bet on a non-carryover day, you know what? It's your money. If you want to put up $3 million for a race that you get the same field for, 500, hey, it's not our money, it's your money. But like Mike said, man, you're willing to put money, and I don't think people realize how much money this stuff costs. This is not a profitable venture for them. It's almost a loss leader. You know how you see these internet companies for the first 5 years, they lose they're wildly under in the red, but it's all